and welcome to my latest video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I wear purple on my eyes in the daytime and in the nighttime. So purple eyes are an up and coming spring trend and I really like wearing purple on my eyes. However, I know that colour can be pretty scary. It took me a long time to put any sort of colour on my eyes and I still am pretty much a neutral kind of girl. But sometimes when I'm feeling a bit fun, I like to use a colour, and purple and plum colours are always my go-to. The whole point of this video is that I'm using the same palette, the Vintage Romance palette from Sleek, their iDivine range. I'm also using the same base makeup and I'm going to be using sort of similar colours in the palette, just applying them in a different way. So if you want to see how I wear purple and plum colours in the daytime and in the evening time, then please carry on watching. So the first thing that I'm going to be using, I'm not going to be using a primer, I'm going to be using the CC cream from MAC, which is colour correcting. I have quite red cheeks, so I find that this works really well. If I just put a tiny bit on my cheeks and around my nose, it just helps to calm the redness down. So after that, I'm going to be going in with foundation. Now this is new to me, and I think it's pretty new. I think it's a pretty new release. It's the Maybelline Dream Flawless Nude foundation, which I think is a little bit like the L'Oreal Eau de Teint in the little glass bottle. This one's a bit better because it's got an applicator, but it's still a bit faffy. So it looks like this, and then you pull it out, and it has a dropper. Then you just put that on the back of your hand. I mean, it's just a bit faffy. Then I use a Real Techniques stippling brush for this. I just find that this brush gives it a better finish. I just put that all over my face. So because I've used quite a sheer foundation, I'm actually going to go in with two concealers. Now you don't have to do this, this is a bit extreme, but I'm going to use one for sort of coverage where I need a little bit more, and then I'm going to use one for under my eyes. So for coverage, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm just going to be using that. I'm just going to be using that sparingly. I'm going to be putting it on my cheeks, again where I get a bit red. And then around my nose, on my nose, and on my chin. I can sort of control it. And then this one, which is the L'Oreal Lumi Magique Concealer, I'm going to just put under my eyes. I'm then going to be taking a fluffy brush just to blend all that in. You could use your fingers, but I really like using a brush at the moment. Just find that it gives a really nice finish. The final step is blush. I'm going to be using a Max Factor one. This is one of their creme puff blushes, and this is in Nude Mauve. So I'm just going to be applying that on my cheeks and then round. So for the daytime eye look, I'm going to be doing something really simple. I'm just going to be using two colours from the palette, and the two colours I'm going to be using is this sort of goldy browny colour, that one there, and then I'm going to be using this colour here, which is sort of the second lightest plum colour. I'm going to be applying the bronzy colour on my lid, and then I'm going to be applying the plum colour under my eyes. So to apply the purple under my eyes, I'm just going to be using a pencil brush. Now it's up to you how low you bring the purple. I personally like it sort of quite low and quite smoky. But if you just want to wear a little bit of colour, you can just do a thin line underneath, maybe using an angled eyeliner brush or something. I'm just going to blend the edges so that there's no harsh lines. I have to be really careful with purple because I'm pale and I can find that it can wash me out quite easily. So what I always like to do is I always like to use a black eyeliner to break up the look. And then I'm actually going to be using the same mascara for both looks, but for the second evening what you'll see, I'm just going to be layering it up. But this is the Max Factor False Lash Effect 24 Hour. For lip colour, because I've got sort of purple on my eyes, I really like to tone down my lips. So I'm going to be using this Maybelline Colour Drama Intense Velvet Lip Pencil, which looks like this, literally just a pencil, and I'm going to be using it in the colour, is it going to tell me? Here it is, Nude Perfection, and I'm just literally going to be applying that all over my lips. And that is my purple eye daytime look. I think that it's really pretty and it's not too over the top. If you want to see my night look, then carry on watching. So first off, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking the lightest plum shade, which is this one. I'm sorry, they don't have any names. And I'm going to be applying that all over my lid. I'm then going to be taking an angled brush like this, and I'm going to be taking the purpley colour, which is this one here, and I'm going to be applying that into my crease. The sun has just got so bright. My eyes! And then what I'm going to be doing is taking a blending brush. I'm using my trusty MAC 217. Also, the reason why all my brushes are dirty is because I just practiced this eye look, so don't judge me. And I'm just going to be blending it in to make sure there's no crazy harsh lines. So if you want to just stay with it being purple, that's absolutely fine, but I'm going to be using this shade, which is the darkest colour in the palette, and I'm going to be using it really sparingly, but I'm going to be using it back in my crease and just a tiny bit. And it just takes away that sort of, hi, I'm wearing purple today look. Using the only matte shade in the whole palette, I'm just going to be using it to blend above my eye, just to get rid of any soft lines. You could use any colour really for this. I just want it to be matte. That's the thing that I like for this bit. I'm now going to be taking a pencil brush and evening out the top and bottom of my eyes. So for that, I'm going to be using the second darkest colour, so the same that I used in the day look. And I'm just going to be putting that underneath my eyes, focusing on the outer corner. I'm now going to be lining my eyes with the Barry M Kohl eyeliner, again what I used in the daytime look. And I'm lining both my upper and lower waterlines for the same reason that purple can wash me out so easily. Curling my eyelashes, always. I'm going to be using the same mascara, which is the Max Factor something, False Lash Effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on one layer of mascara on both top and bottom, and then I'm going to let it dry, then go back in again. So whilst the mascara is drying, I'm going to go in with my liquid eyeliner. Now I've made it difficult for myself because to let my mascara dry, I put it on first. But if you're not as experienced with eyeliner, I suggest doing this before mascara. I also may have forgotten, so basically I just forgot. So I'm going to go back in again with a second coat of the same mascara. And this will just add a little bit more drama. Again, for lip colour, I've got a dramatic eye, so I'm going to be using a neutral colour, and I'm going to be using MAC's Velvet Teddy, which looks like this. So I'm not going to be using a lip liner, because I find this lasts normally anyway. And that is my evening purple eye. I kept the base quite simple throughout this, and I hope you can see the two different looks that you can create, polar opposites of each other, and I've used the same palette, the same base, same mascara, pretty much the same everything. I've just used the colours differently in the palette and I've applied it in slightly different ways. I hope you found this interesting and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!